Holy smokes, ladies and gentlemen, this is, I think, the best earnings call we have gotten for Tesla stock in a very long time. There was a lot of clarity given. There's a lot of big news, and I don't want to waste your time. Let's go ahead and get into all of this. Just bombshell after bombshell after bombshell. I couldn't even keep up posting them on X. If you guys have not followed me over there, go ahead and give that account a follow. It is Michael Tyler. Nonetheless, Tesla stock is up about 4.5% here in after hours. Currently around $406 per share. Now, I will preference this video with saying the options market was pricing in almost a 10% move by this Friday. Really just earnings as being the big catalyst. So 4%, while that's better than being down, we were down about 5-6% at one point following the numbers that were released at 4 p.m. I don't think this move is over with, and I do think this is only just a precursor of what we can expect to see over the coming days and really even potentially over the coming weeks, because some of this news was massive. First and foremost, as I said previously, what my expectation was for a positive upside catalyst for Tesla was confirmed. Elon Musk says, "I'm confident we will release unsupervised FSD in California this year and maybe other regions of the US this year too." Now, this follows the statement by Elon Musk that definitively by June of 2025, robo-taxi will launch, or at least Teslas will be unsupervised in that city. How incredible is that? Like, I think that was faster than pretty much everyone on Wall Street expected. I don't even think that is fully appreciated in Tesla stock right now. Elon Musk also says that Tesla is in discussions with other automakers about licensing FSD. Elon Musk says, quote, "We are seeing significant interest from other car buyers. We are only going to entertain situations where volume will be very high." Elon basically said it doesn't make sense to partner with FSD for a company that only sells a couple thousand vehicles, or what's a small amount, like 50,000, it just won't make sense to go through all the hassle, the hard work to do a small deal. So when we do get a deal, it's going to be a big deal. But definitively, when Elon was asked if they are still in talks to license FSD, he started off saying yes. And then I think he was just going to leave it at that. And then he provided a little bit more clarity. Again, obviously, he's not going to mention who Tesla is in talks with, but Elon did go as far as to say once FSD is unsupervised in more regions, it's going to be one of those situations where if you're an automaker, you're going to need FSD. You're going to need a software like FSD that is as good as FSD, or as Elon said, you're dead. Elon Musk also says that Tesla in all of their factories will start producing the new Model Y in volume next month. Elon Musk also said that 2025 is a pivotal year for Tesla. When people look back on 2025 and the launch of unsupervised FSD, they may regard it as the biggest year in Tesla history. It will be regarded as the most important year in Tesla history. And Elon Musk confirms that Tesla is building a third Megapack factory while leaving out the details in exactly where that factory is going to be. Elon Musk says that they plan to ramp Optimus production faster than anything has ever been ramped, an order of magnitude per year. That's kind of growth we are talking about. It won't be long before we are making 100 million of these things per year. And a little bit more clarity there. He said by the end of this year, they could be producing about 1,000 Optimus bots per month, something like that. And then next year, they could be producing 10,000 per month. And then the next year, 100,000 per month, so on and so forth. It's going to really just exponentially grow from that point. When you think about it, Optimus, under the right production capabilities and efficiencies, you should be able to crank out quite a bit of Optimus bots, even versus cars, when you think about like size and so on and so forth. If you use like a, put together the arms, the legs, the chest, the head, all kind of in one motion, almost like unboxing, if you will, you could really crank out Optimus production. And that's essentially what Tesla talked about on the conference call. Elon Musk also says that, quote, "We are working hard to grow our vehicle volumes. Our current constraint are battery packs. We will make progress on addressing the constraint. Things are really going to go ballistic in 2026 in terms of growth." So one of the slight negatives we did have on the conference call was a little bit of a push back against some of the guidance that was said last quarter for 20 to 30% delivery growth. Now, Wall Street has 16% delivery growth priced for Tesla, so we're not even on the low side of Tesla's last conference call, according to average consensus view on Wall Street. So I don't see this as a huge issue. Now, if we were expecting 30% or 35% or something as a Wall Street consensus, and we got some, verbiage like that, there's some supply constraints, then Tesla stock probably would be reacting a little bit different to this news, but it's really a nothing burger as of now. And Elon Musk says that he sees a path to Tesla being the most valuable company in the world. He says there is a path to Tesla being worth more than the next top 5 companies combined. And Elon Musk says that Tesla might start delivering Optimus units to other companies in the second half of 2026. Elon Musk says the honest answer is that Tesla will have to upgrade Hardware 3 vehicles for those that have bought FSD. He said, quote, "That's going to be painful and difficult, but we'll get it done. Now I'm kind of glad that not that many people bought the FSD package." And Elon Musk says here, "I think we'll have unsupervised FSD in almost every US market by the end of this year, limited only to regulatory issues." So again, talking about that exponential progress in FSD that we are likely going to see this year, with a definitive launch in Texas in June and also California and what could be many other cities and states. This is again something that I talked about even to start off this year and back really after Trump got elected and we knew deregulation was coming, that this could open the door for more states, not just Texas and California. Now, Elon Musk did use the reference like getting into a pool. The reason they're not just launching everywhere all at once is because they don't want a big problem on their hands if there is something that goes wrong. Elon referenced it like getting into a pool, right? You kind of put your toes in first. Most people do before they go ahead and dive right in. I know I do. I got sensitive skin. I don't like cold. Okay. Put your toes in. That's okay. You put your foot in, put your other foot in. You kind of go waist high and then you dive all in. You don't just dive all in on the first opportunity that you possibly can. And I think that's a very due diligent and very smart process by Tesla. The last thing you want is a mass launch of unsupervised FSD and car crashes and all kinds of things going wrong, right? So I think that's a positive. And Elon Musk reiterates some news that he's talked about before. He says that Tesla owners will be able to add or subtract their car from the robotaxi fleet in 2026, kind of like an Airbnb. And again, Elon Musk says Tesla will be launching unsupervised FSD as a paid service in Austin, Texas in June of this year. He says, quote, "No one in the car. Full service." So I don't know exactly what that means as a paid service in Austin. Okay, paid service, is that just FSD? You get the update, you're good to roll, or is that something else added to that? Not exactly sure. He could just be referencing robotaxi as a paid service. That kind of makes sense, but the way it was said, not a whole lot of clarity. Elon Musk also did clear the air about LiDAR, and the conference call got a little tense where one of the analysts asked Elon why he's so confident that Tesla will be able to solve FSD without LiDAR, and Elon shot back with the best comeback I've ever heard for not using LiDAR. He basically said that human drivers, they use visual, right? We don't have sensors. Elon called them lasers in our eyes. That just like the car's approach, you take in vision inputs, and it goes into your neural net, which is your brain, and then you make decisions based on that. And that's exactly what the car is doing. Now, logically speaking, there will be some limitations to this. Have you ever been on the highway and there's a rainstorm and all of a sudden you can't see anything and you slow down to like 20 mile an hour and you can't really do much at that point, right? There will be some kind of limitations there, or extremely heavy fog on the highway. You're not just going to go 90 miles an hour, 80 mile an hour down the highway, right? You're going to take precautious steps. And that's some of the limitation even LiDAR has. So Elon really shot back at the commentary that LiDAR could be necessary in Teslas. Elon said, no, it's not. Elon Musk also says that Optimus has the potential to be north of $10 trillion in revenue, which would be absolutely massive for Tesla. I mean, by that point, Tesla's by far going to be the most valuable company in the world by a long shot. And here's a headline I really thought was interesting. Elon Musk says the training compute needs for Optimus are 10x what the car needs. Basically, that's why they're investing so much into training capabilities. That Elon put it like this: a car has one job, to drive on the roads. Okay, Optimus may have many different jobs, thousands of different jobs to do different things, and that's why there could be so much training involved in Optimus versus other things. So logically speaking, you could see Optimus bots be trained for warehousing and warehousing only. You could see Optimus bots being trained for healthcare needs and healthcare needs only. You could see Optimus bots trained for, other manufacturing jobs or lawn care jobs or, daycare jobs, whatever it is. That's my opinion. That's the approach that might take place at first. Like next year's Optimus bots they're not going to be trained to take care of your elderly grandma, right? Cook food and do all that. But they may be trained to do specific, hardware jobs. And this to me just shows there is a long runway of work that needs to be done. And there's a long runway of reward that will be reaped. This is going to be, once Optimus is really here, it's going to be what everyone is talking about for many years. Also, just in case you guys missed it, Tesla now has a record $36.6 billion of cash and cash equivalents, up $3 billion quarter over quarter, with free cash flow that was $2 billion in Q4. So Tesla is in a position to actually go on the offensive here, right? Tesla is a fortress at this point from a cash position. Sure, other big tech names might have more cash or whatnot, but Tesla's in a really good position to, one, maybe make an acquisition or two, or if we did go into a recession, Tesla's going to be just fine. Tesla's going to survive to continue to grow the business. Tesla is hoarding cash right now. Maybe even, who knows, do a buyback, which I think the stock would really love. Now, let's discuss what this means for Tesla stock going ahead, because again, the options were pricing in about a 10% move by this Friday. I believe it was actually closer to about 12%. It just really depended on when you actually looked at the options chain, because expectations were changing a lot. And to be honest with you, I think this is a game changer. Okay, I do not think at $405 per share, we are pricing in the good news that we got today. That's my opinion. I don't think so. Now, there's still uncertainties about the whole AI story with NVIDIA. We had some not so great earnings from Microsoft, for an example. NVIDIA's down about 1.2% again in after hours. Markets were weaker today. Meta kind of had some weird earnings. Their earnings were delayed almost an hour. So there's some weird things going on here. Amazon down almost 2% here in after hours. So that could weigh on overall sentiment. But I do think this does change everything for Tesla. I think a lot of the fears and concerns we've had in recent days and weeks should be gone. Okay, now Wall Street, big Wall Street firms, they kind of think how they want, right? They make up their own stories and narratives. But I think the prevailing narrative will be Tesla is an AI company. Tesla is doing things that no other company is with AI. And I still believe 2025 is the year of AI application. Okay, that's why I like software AI names. I like Tesla the most, because what I'm trying to do right now is to really find the companies that are not just buying GPUs, but actually putting that to use, making products and services. And Tesla is by far in the lead there. And with all of the good news that we got today, how is that not going to be translated into a positive for Tesla stock? Now, I know people, they know Elon talks a lot, right? But Elon set definitive guidance for robotaxis to launch, unsupervised FSD to launch in June of this year. That is 5 months away. That is huge. Okay. And I do think Tesla stock, it will move higher on this earnings, this conference call over the next couple of days, over the next couple of weeks, and most certainly over the next couple of months. Now, just to kind of give you a reference of where we are at right now with Tesla, just a quick look at the option activity today. We had 157 different trades totaling $120 million with a positive order value of 54%. And, well, that's pretty much neutral. Yesterday, you did have a positive order value of 92%, as I explained previously. So that was a much better number. But overall, the number today looked still pretty good. And short sellers have actually been covering on their short positions in the last couple of days. And really weak. Short interest went from almost 3% down to about 2.3%. So that's actually quite a big drop in short interest. You've seen about 5 million shares recently in the last couple of days that have been covered on. Now sitting at about 63 million shares that are currently sold short. Another, I guess, positive sign, positive reinforcement that, things are changing for Tesla. The sentiment is going to change. And again, we were red 6 of the last 7 trading days. I mean, there was quite a bit of negativity heading into today. And that's another reason why I do think Tesla will recover, is because you're still down almost 20% from your $488 all-time high. Like, just to get back to those all-time highs, you could rally about 20% from here. And honestly, how can you make a bear case on Tesla with what you heard today? I think it's very hard to do so. So overnight tonight, tomorrow morning, does the momentum kick in? Do the buyers kick in? Do the algorithms kick in a bullish way and send Tesla stock higher? My personal opinion is yes. Obviously, could I be wrong? Of course. We do have some important economic data coming out. Tomorrow morning, we will get the GDP growth rate quarter-over-quarter advanced data for Q4, expecting GDP at 2.6%. We also get the price index for GDP quarter-over-quarter, expecting about 2.5%. Initial jobless claims come out tomorrow morning as well, expecting 220,000. Real consumer spending, jobless claims 4-week average, a couple other data points as well. Pending home sales month-over-month and year-over-year also come out tomorrow morning. And then on Friday, you have core PCE, personal income, personal spending, Chicago PMIs, and a speech from Fed Bowman. So the next 2 days are going to be pretty exciting, to say the least. Tomorrow morning, you have earnings from UPS, MasterCard, Dow, Blackstone Group, Nokia, Southwest, Allegro, Caterpillar, Comcast, and Mobileye. And then in after hours tomorrow, it's going to be a big one. You have Apple, Intel, Visa, KLA, CN, Atlassian, Baker Hughes, Decker Brands, United States Steel, and SkyWest. And then to wrap up this week, you do have ExxonMobil, Chevron, AbbVie, Phillips 66, and Charter. But if we take a look at Tesla from a technical perspective, what the charts are actually saying, now with this move, you're going to be well above your 50-day moving average. If these levels hold into tomorrow morning, you're going to be above your 20-day moving average, which is really the big level of resistance that we have been facing recently. You can see this blue line here, and a lot of the resistance we have seen in the past 2 weeks or so. I mean, here. I mean, a lot of resistance around this level. If you can get above that 20-day moving average and hold that, really just hold current levels into tomorrow morning, that's going to set up a larger rally, which could soon put Tesla in the 450, 460 range, potentially even by this Friday. Over the next 2 days of trading or so, I would not be shocked if that's where we could be. So just my thoughts. Again, let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. It's totally possible Tesla sells off tomorrow. There is no reason in my book that should happen, but could it happen? Of course. Let me know what you guys think about this information down below in the comment section. Ladies and gentlemen, have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.